Hi everyone, Adrienne here. In this video I would like to show you how to grow date palm tree from seed. This is the date palm tree that I have. This is 1.5 years old. I have started this from seed. To grow your own date palm trees, you will need, of course, date seeds. I have these dates from the store, so you can start your own date palm trees just from the seeds you get from the store-bought dates. Now, of course, you eat the dates, and I'm going to open this now to get the seed. You can open it with a knife, maybe that would be easier. So here it is, the seed. If you got the seed, you can see that here is some shell which you can remove easily. And it's good to remove this because the seed itself will be cleaner if you remove this. And this means you will have less chance for mold, and that's good. The seed is still covered with this lightly here. Now you can see that this seed is still dry. I will show you how it will look like once you soak it in water. It will turn to be bigger and darker. Now the root itself will grow out from this side of the seed, so not the side which has this line, but the opposite side. And when you are planting the seed into soil, you plant it this way, so this side is facing downwards, while the side with the line in it facing upwards. And this way it will be easier for the root to grow into the soil. So once you have your seed, just put it into lukewarm water. Now there are many methods to grow your date palm trees from seed. One is to soak the seed for 1 or 2 days and then planting the seed into soil and waiting for the date palm, the first leaves of the date palm to appear. Now it takes lots of time for the seed to grow a root. I have noticed that mine started to germinate in 3 weeks, but this may be longer or shorter for you. Just be patient. So if you plant this into soil after soaking it for 1 or 2 days, then you will need to wait more than a month, way lot more than a month to see something growing, to see the leaves growing from this seed. Now the other method you can use is to leave the seed in the water. Change the water regularly whenever you remember, because then you will have more chance to grow a healthy plant from it, because the bacteria and other things will not attack your seed or seedling. So if you keep it in the water, then you will see once the roots start to grow. Here are the other ones. I started these 1.5 months ago, and you can see how small these roots are. So they are slow growing, very slow growing. once you see that the roots started to grow, then it's time to plant them. So do not leave them in for so long in the water, because it's not so good for them. It's better if you plant them into soil as soon as you see the roots growing. I have just kept mine here because I wanted to film this video, but I just got here to do it. But I already saw signs that the roots were attacked by some mold or something. So do not wait. If you see that you have the root growing, then it's time to put the seeds into soil. Now for the soil, what I have here, now I am going to plant one of the seeds into this soil mixture. You can use palm or cactus soil mixture to plant your seedlings, or you can also plant them into coconut coir or vermiculite. These work as well. I have started my first 2 date palm trees, one in coconut coir and one in vermiculite, and they both germinated and both grow into a little plant. Here is one of them, as I already showed you. And the other one, actually I missed a watering and it dried out, so I will talk about watering a bit later. Now if you have your mixture, this mixture is coconut coir and cactus soil mixture that I actually brought pre-made, and I also added some very small pebbles, just very small and very few. And there is also sand in this. Sand is good for date palm seedlings and date palm trees. Now, once you have your soil ready, make a little hole here and choose your seedling and put it with the root downwards, facing downwards, like that, and cover it slightly with soil, and that's it. Now while you are waiting for the first leaves, and even after that, you need to keep the soil moist, not wet but moist. It's important not to let the soil to dry out, because that is not good for the seedling. You also need to keep it slightly warm, or at least at room temperature. I have been keeping mine at room temperature and that was fine. Now once the seedling starts to grow and you see the first leaf, you can give some sun to it. It really likes sun, but while it's still younger, you need to protect it from very direct sunlight or too much direct sunlight. Just give it enough, but you will see how it reacts. As they grow bigger, they will be more ready to take in the full sunlight, and they actually really like full sunlight. And as for the watering, keep the soil moist but not too wet. That's important. And the younger ones needs more water, so do not let them dry out for too long, because that's not good. I have lost my other date palm tree because I missed watering and it couldn't recover. I usually water mine once a week, and that was more than enough. So this is how you can start your own date palm trees. It's very fun, but they are very slow growing. You will see that they grow one leaf in 2 to 3 or 4 months. So they really grow very, very slowly. But it is still fun because they are very pretty, and they have very huge leaves, which is fun to look at. And one another thing, that as soon as they start to grow their second leaf or third leaf, you can transplant your little plant into a slightly bigger pot. This is how the palm date looks like at the moment. It has huge, I mean very, very long leaves. It already lost 2 leaves because I didn't water it enough, and sadly 2 leaves or 1 leaf dried out, as you can see here. The remaining of that leaf, but and that just made me realize that it needs more water than I thought it needs. But it's a beautiful plant, and it is really growing very, very slowly. But you can germinate your seeds easily. I had success with most of the seeds, or as far as I remember, with all the seeds. They all germinated, and as you can see, it can grow into a very, very beautiful plant. So I highly recommend germinating date palm seeds and try growing your own. Thank you so much for watching this video, and have a beautiful day. See you in the next video. Bye bye.